Good morning, guys. It's me, it's Zach. It's your boy. It's been a while since I've done a video, but better late than never, right? All right, it's been a couple of years. I haven't had a computer that had a camera. And then I just realized, like a big dummy, that I could use my selfie stick and I can use my camera phone and I don't know. I got nothing else, but I could do it. And I apologize. So this morning when I woke up, I had this really, I don't know, heavy on my heart, I guess you might say. A thought that I thought I'd share with you. I am really, and I'm going to be blatant and honest, because that's what you want. You want Zach to be true and real, right? So I'm going to be honest. I am really sick and tired of all the crap that's going on. Yeah? I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the news. The news is just garbage, as we would say back home. Garbage. It's just nothing but baloney. I don't even know why anybody watches it. It's depressing. You know, the America I grew up in, and some of you may be older than me, some of you may be younger, I don't know. But the America I grew up in was not the America it is now. Sure, did we have issues with certain racial divides? I guess. You know, the town I grew up in, it was a melting pot. Was there racists? Sure. Was there people who didn't like each other because of who they were, their culture, their background, their religion? Probably. But that's not what I grew up in. That's not who I was. I grew up in a family that was taught to love everybody. It didn't matter what your color was, your religion, your race, your creed, what you did for a living, how many zeros were in your bank account, or where the decimal point landed in those zeros. Because, you know, I got 18 zeros in my bank account, but it just lands over here after 2. It was really about what was on the inside, because you know what? Color really is only skin deep. And you're saying, okay, Zach, hold on. You're white privilege. Then, you know what? Stop watching, because I don't want to, I don't need that. Because, yeah, you're right. I don't know what it's like to be black. I don't know what it's like to be Hispanic. I don't know what it's like to be Asian. I don't know what it's like to be a multimillionaire, whatever. I don't care. I know what it's like to be me. And see, what I do is I don't judge you by all that nonsense. I don't judge you at all. I look at what's on the inside. And I know that a lot of you are thinking, here we go again, some kind of religious preaching. Not at all. No. I'm giving you life preaching, a life message. This is how it really is. This is what you're supposed to do. You know, all these organizations that have come out now lately, BLM, everybody else, the KKK, who cares? Doesn't matter. Bunch of garbage. Okay? Because, number one, all lives matter. And yes, black lives matter, white lives matter, Asian lives matter, Hispanic lives matter. But you know, when the bottom line comes to it, at the end, when you breathe your last breath, and everybody's going to do it. Some sooner than others, some later than others. But everybody's going to do it. Okay? And when you do breathe that last breath, whether you're at peace with yourself, whether you're surrounded by family, your friends, you're alone, it doesn't matter. You're terrified. It doesn't matter. You're gonna, and then that's it. And guess what? We're all equal. That playing field just totally changed back to equality. Just like when you're born, you're all born the same way. You know what I'm talking about. Physically, not everybody's born. Some born in hospitals, bathtubs, pools, whatever. You know what I mean. But we're all born the same way. You're inside your mama's tummy. Do I have to do a biology lesson here? No? Okay, good. So we're all born the same way. We're all going to die the same way. Some of us are going to end up in a box with things. Some of us are going to get cremated. Some of us are going to get whatever. But you're all dead. And we all end the same way. So why not while we're here on earth? Try and live the same way. Okay? Why not while we're here, we try and help each other, love each other. Oh, that would just make total sense, wouldn't it, Zach? That's just too easy. You're right. It's very easy to say. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't following it. Everybody's out for themselves. Everybody's out to do what's best for number one. And the problem is they become number two. Know what I'm saying? And that's just not a very good way to go. So, my lesson for today is, who cares about whose life matters? Because all lives matter, right? You know, I'm going to give you a quick little story. My dogs, I'm sure you've seen pictures of them, and if you haven't, they're big attack dogs. They got out this morning, which is the first time in the 3 years that we've had them that they've gotten out. And I take that back. Rocco got out once, but he just walked to the front door and scratched and we let him in. But they got out. And luckily, Daddy knows their bark. And I heard them barking and I was like, that's weird because that doesn't sound like it's in the backyard. And I opened the backyard and sudden panic came over me because the big mean dogs got out. I ran to the front door, and there was a gentleman walking down the street on the other side, luckily, and they were barking at him. They never left my yard. And I yelled, and they came right in the house, tail between their legs, heads down. They knew they were in trouble, especially the puppy, Tigger. He knew he was in big trouble. He got inside. And then Rocco just walked in like it was no big deal. Thank God nobody had been walking on our sidewalk and come in our yard because I don't know what would have happened. I would have hoped I would have got out there before anything happened. But that being said, my dogs did not care that was an elderly Asian man walking on the sidewalks. They wouldn't have cared if it was a black guy, a white guy, a kid, whatever. They just wouldn't have cared at all because their goal was to guard the house. Somebody was coming by them and they didn't like it, and so they had to guard the house. So they had equal, across the board, anger, or maybe they're hungry. I don't know. Maybe they eat people. I don't know what they do. They've never gotten a hold of anybody, so we don't know. But I call it anger or protection equally. So that's how we need to be as people. Look at everybody and equally love them. It doesn't matter what they look like. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if they have a turban or if they're wearing the little burqa, or if they're black, or if they're Asian, or if they're Puerto Rican or Hispanic, or if they're anything. It doesn't matter. Equally love them across the board. Broad stroke with the paintbrush. Now, you say, but Zach, not everybody's going to love me back. Who cares? I don't. I walk down the sidewalk and I will tell you, 9 times out of 10, I say hello to everybody. But 9 times out of 10, they'll say hello back. That other person, do I care? Do I lose sleep that person didn't say hi to me? No. So how hard is it for you, to be walking down the sidewalk, at work, wherever, and you see someone coming towards you, put a smile on your face and say hi? Doesn't mean you got to go on a date with them. Doesn't mean you're looking to marry them or be their best friend. No, it just means you're being nice. You're being human. That's what we need to start being. Stop living in this stupid, I don't even know what the word is. The society we are living in right now is so horrible. So worried about if they're going to offend somebody by whatever. And you know what? Stop living in that society and just say, screw it, and start just loving and being nice. And things may change back to the way it was. Because there was a time when I was growing up, you could walk around and not worry about offending anybody. And you could not worry about, something you're wearing is going to hurt someone's feelings. Heaven forbid your American flag is flapping too hard and your neighbor's offended by it. Good Lord, please help us all. Anyway, that's my rant for today. You probably are like, shut up, Zach, you talked enough. So guess what? I'm going to shut up. I hope you're having a great day. Because you know what? Talking to you, you're amazing. And I love you. Take care.